Smokey, this is not Nam. This is bowling. There are rules.
Life is just like an endless path of opportunities and challenges. Expectations brought onto you from your first breath by society's cruel and harsh history, almost being punished for the actions of the people before you. All the needless war, killing, raping, and pillaging in this world. Well, it's an injustice. It makes you wonder where your place is in that world. There's one man who understands his place. One man knows how to forgive, to understand, and relax. That man is the dude. Dude is a special type of character. I believe we all have a little dude in us, you get me? But yeah, that was just like their opinion, man. La 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 la. This week I'm of course looking at the welcome back. It's fucking cancel culture, whatever. This week I'm looking at the 1998 cult classic, the Coen Brothers detective cult classic comedy, The Big Lebowski. That was all over the place. Starring Jeff Bridges, John Goodman, and of course Steve Buscemi. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, or as usual, I will kill the family dog. The Big Lebowski is about the dude, a super laid-back, bold and loving Creedence Clearwater fan, who after a case of mistaken identity gets his rug stolen, and in an attempt to get it back, a series of a hilarious set of events follow. The situation only gets worse when the dude and his Vietnam vet best friend Walter, played by the brilliant John Goodman, get forced into rescuing the millionaire's pretty little plaything of a wife. God, she's hot. Tara Reid in this fucking movie. She is great. After she gets herself kidnapped and held for ransom, but it's actually her the whole time. Spoiler alert for this 20-something-year-old movie. So, the story goes that the dude is based on the real-life activist Jeff Dowd, famously known for being part of the Seattle 7 protests against the Vietnam War in the 70s. The Coen brothers worked with the now independent film producer Jeff Dowd on their first feature film, Blood Simple, in 1984. The Coen brothers took Dowd's calm and pot-smoking attitude and knitted cardigans to the character of the dude. Even having his name be Jeff, and I don't know if this is a coincidence or what, but dude sounds like Dowd, so make with that what you will. Also, getting inspiration for the dude from their Vietnam vet Peter Exley, who reportedly lived in a dump and was proud of his little rug that tied the room together. Also getting inspiration for the dude's best friend Walter from another Vietnam vet. And what's up with these Coen brothers knowing a lot of Vietnam vets apparently? But the other mate was Louis Abernathy, who was battling the VC in the unforgiving Vietnam War and then afterwards became a private investigator. That's fireworks. It's New Year's Eve that I'm recording this right now. So if you hear this boom in the background, that's what's going on. So after battling the VC in the Vietnam War and becoming a private investigator, and he helped track down Peter Exlin's stolen car, I just thought that was kind of interesting. Little fact. These two Vietnam vets just helped each other out and then helped write the Coen brothers' best film, I think. Anyway, they also came up with the idea of setting it in the film in contemporary LA because the people who inspired the story are living there in the area. So that's pretty fun. The brothers who wrote The Big Lebowski at the same time, they wrote the 1991 black comedy Barton Fink, starring John Turturro, who stars in this film, of course, as the pedo fucking bowling-loving fucking cunt. When it came to time of warning them what to make it, what am I warning them about? No, when it came to time of waiting them on to make it, John Goodman was filming episodes of his hit sitcom Roseanne. I've never seen it. It looks crap. Jeff Bridges was starring in the 1995 Walter Hill film Wild Bill. I think Walter Hill, honestly, I need a Walter Hill counter. He gets mentioned in every film that I swear I fucking look at. And I'm not meaning to. I swear that he just comes up all the time. Anyway, this film Wild Bill, fucking Jeff Bridges was in it. Anyway, they made it. While they were waiting, they made Fargo, which they ended up winning an Oscar for. So Polygraph and Working Title Films backed the $15 million budget for The Big Lebowski after they worked with the Coen brothers on Fargo. Obviously, huge hit. When it came to casting, Joel Coen is reported as saying, "We tend to write both for people we know and have worked with, and some parts without knowing who's going to play the role. In The Big Lebowski, we did write for John Goodman and Steve Buscemi, but we did not know who was going to get the Jeff Bridges part. They wanted Mel Gibson for the role." Which, in a weird, kind of fucked up way, look, I can see it working, right? Jeff Bridges was hesitant about taking the role, as he feared it would be a bad influence on his daughter or some gay shit like that. His daughter's managed to talk him into it. Yeah, damn right. What do you mean that, like, it'd be a bad influence? It's not going to be a bad fucking influence. You're a character in a movie that's, like, an activist for the Vietnam War. I think you're alright. I know he's a slacker and not done anything with his life, but it's a fucking movie. You're an actor who's done something with his life. I think that's the best. anyway. Bridges begins talking with Jeff Dowd, obviously the inspiration for the original dude, so he just wants inspiration for the character that he's playing. He has also mentioned of taking inspiration. God, this is a lot of inspiration that I've written, isn't it? He took inspiration from his own experiences in the 60s and 70s, stating, I lived in a little place like that and did drugs, although I think I was a little more creative than the dude. The actor would use his own clothes for the costume for the dude as well, and gained a physique similar to Chris Dowd. Chris Dowd? I was thinking of Chris O'Dowd from the IT Crowd. No, Jeff Dowd. Honestly, this episode, what is it? I'm still trying to figure it out. Okay, so The Big Lebowski was released on March 6th, 1991, with a budget of $15 million. It was, well, it only made about $47.5 million, which, look, $47.5 million, I could do with a lot of I could do a lot of shit with that, let's just say. Stuff that might not be legal. It didn't lose money, right? Okay, but everyone involved was convinced that it was going to make a killing. Commercially, this film is just sad. Critically, wasn't praised as a cult classic it's known and loved to today. You know, there's a whole fucking religion. The dudettes, whatever they call themselves. Probably should have researched that for this episode. Anyway, look it up. The dude, religion. It's mad. I'll put a picture up. Anyway, after the Oscar win in Fargo, they were looking for a big win. Didn't go well. But it took time for the world respected the dude for what he stands for. That moment in time where we are lost. We're not looking to be found, you know? Really makes you think. You know, when I was in my gap year in Thailand, I haven't done a gap year before. Anyone thinks I've done a fucking gap year? I'm not fucking doing a gap year. Back in work, you cunt. Maggie didn't close the bloody mind. Anyway, I fucking love this movie. I saw this film as a very young man, I don't know, 12, 13, and it changed how I wanted the world to see me. I envied the dude. His look, his personality, his just carefree everything. I'm quite a stressful person and can get caught up with the bullshit in life. That's why this week's sponsor is... No, I'm joking. There isn't a sponsor. But I envied him, you know? How you can just... Obviously, it's a film character. I'm sure Jeff Bridges in real life, although he does seem very calm, isn't like this. There was something about this character that I just connected with, you know? I started dressing like him, started acting like him. There was something with the dude. I wasn't in a cult, wasn't in the religion. I'm not one of those fucking extremists, alright? But honestly, this film is incredible. If you haven't seen it, I could talk about the cinematography. Everyone's talked about cinematography. I could talk about all of that stuff, but I just wanted to talk to you about how it impacted me as a film. More than just, you know, oh yeah, the cinematography's great, yeah, the color palette in this fucking scene, the mise en scène. I could do that, but everyone does that, you know? So I just wanted to be like, you know, soundtrack's awesome. Like, Man in Me, Bob Dylan, just dropped in to see what condition was in. Great, and the best version of Hotel California. Over, of course, John Turturro, as I mentioned earlier, you know, as the fucking head, Jesus, and the fucking sexual predator. Like, it's an incredible movie. If you've never seen it, look, it's dry. It's not going to go by a breeze. But it is incredibly enjoyable. And you'll have a great time watching it. And you'll have a great time doing it. And you're just fucking... You know, I think it's on, like, Netflix, Amazon. I watched it on one of them. Actually, I've got it on DVD, so fuck knows what it's on. DVDs. Going to go up in value one day. Anyway, I'm going to end it there. That's the episode. I know this episode's been a bit weird. It's a bit longer than the ones I've been doing. I mean, I'm getting views, so anybody that's watching this, fucking sick cunt. You know, probably not going to get monetized because I say sick, cunt, fuck, dick, whatever. Say it quite a few times. But, you know, I don't care. I just want to talk about films. That's all I care about. I'm not looking to get into a career, but, you know, whatever. Anyway, thank you very much for listening, watching, whatever you call. All the squeaks and bombs going off in the background, you know, just in Gaza. Anyway, thank you very much, guys, for listening, watching. Thank you, and good night.